at the Kyle Beattie Racing shop with Lightning London McKenzie. And we're here because London, who has been racing micro sprints for KBR and their sister business, SKE, London is now moving up to the Cars Tour for 2026, and he's going to drive two cars. The one that he is standing in front of is a Pro late model, and this will be operated out of the KBR SKE shop and operated by KBR and SKE as they move back into the asphalt late model space. And you're also going to be driving a late model stock. Let's start with talking about the car that you are standing in front of, and just how did the Cars Tour opportunity come about for you?
Yeah, so we won the 2024 National Championship in the Legend Cars, which kind of gave us some confidence to move up, and we went out in the ARCA, got a little bit of a bad outing, I guess you could say, got unlucky, and eventually ended up with Ross Dalton and the limited late models and got some experience under my belt there. You know, going into this year, I'm super excited to announce the opportunity with Kyle Beattie Racing, working with Adam Welch and Kyle Beattie both, just all the guys over here at the shop with our Pro late model in the car store. We're going to be running all 12 races of the series this year, which is super exciting. We're also going to be running in the car store all 15 races for the late model stock. So it's going to be a big year in the late models. 27 races altogether. It's going to be awesome. But super excited to get in this piece here. I think they've done an amazing job setting it up. It looks sweet. Going into next year, open up at February at Coastal Plains Speedway. I think we're going to go out for a test here in a few short weeks, and it's going to be awesome. I'm super excited, looking forward to it.
Well, it's a huge opportunity, obviously. You're running two divisions at several of the shows whenever the Cars Tour runs the double. AK Performance doing the late model stock, and KBR doing the Pro late model for you. So talk about what you're doing to prepare for this huge step up in number of laps each night as well, and racing big cars in two main events.
Yes, sir. So obviously, strength's going to be a big aspect of it. I've been playing sports my whole life. Right now, kind of just hitting the gym, playing soccer sometimes. Season's just now finishing up, so definitely going to be a physical aspect to it, and just training in the gym for that. As far as the driving aspect, just playing iRacing, getting a ton of sim laps in, going back, watching replays on Flow or wherever I can find it, YouTube, all the platforms, just to see how drivers get around the place as fast as possible, and at least just give myself a kind of outline of where I want to be, and then just fill it out from there. Especially with Coastal Plains being the first race of the year. Track I've only been to once, and that was in a Legend car, which is definitely far off from a late models handling. So going to have to do a lot of research there. The track's not in iRacing, which is going to be also another factor of that. So hitting the gym a lot and just watching a ton of replays there to go back, watch qualifying, see the fast way around that place, and just going out and try to rip it off the jump and just see how it goes. I'd love to be fast, come out, be a competitor, and just show them what we got this year. Make Kyle Beattie, the whole team proud.
Well, you got your first win on dirt in the micro, and you finished third in non-wing Summer Series Wednesday points at Millbridge. A stellar season for you. You're going back to Tulsa as your next order of business with the micro sprint. I understand you're going to run wing and non-wing, all four classes at Tulsa this year. Talk a little bit about that decision and what you think that's going to entail for you, because obviously you haven't done a lot of wing stuff.
It's definitely going to be different, a different feel. I've done it a couple times at Millbridge, especially doubling up in one night. It's a different component to it, just trying to flip your brain switch back and forth. It's a lot different, the handling of the cars, and it does throw you off a little bit, but I think if there's a guy for the job, I'm the guy, and if there's a team to do it, it's going to be SKE. Working with a lot of teams this year. I'm going to be working with AK, which I'm also so excited about, to sign the contract with them and, have Chevy on board. But, this SKE crowd, someone I'm comfortable with, someone I grew up driving with. So I think we're going to work together well, and I'm going to be able to communicate what I'm feeling, and they're going to be able to input that into the car. And, going out, not just two chances, we're going to have four this year to make that show and maybe bring home a Golden Driller right back to this shop in North Carolina. Last year, I believe 4 of the 5 Golden Drillers came back to North Carolina. So definitely not crazy to say, not far-fetched. So super excited, been running them hard this year out there at Millbridge, finishing third, like you said, in the season points championship. So, big things coming for the whole team this year, and probably a new chapter in my race career, kind of leaving Legend cars behind. Like I said, grew up since I've been 12. I've been driving those, won the national championship. That's kind of been what my whole racing life revolved around. And it's a little weird stepping out of that, maybe a little bit out of the comfort zone. But, last year got some racing under my belt in the limited late models, and at a couple tracks we're going to this year in the car store. So, between Hickory and South Boston and Langley and Caraway, it's going to be different, but it's going to be fun. I'm really excited.
So Kyle Beattie Racing and SKE back in the pavement late model business. There is also a second car that can be run for the Cars Tour if anyone is interested in that opportunity to be teammates with London. But Lightning London McKenzie, big things ahead for you in 26. But first, the Tulsa Shootout on the dirt. Good luck with all of that, and happy to see your plans for next year.